Hey there, if you're looking to create some t-shirts and coloring books or print high quality stickers, this video is made for you. Upscale is a free alternative photo enhancer tool to other programs like Photoshop. It is 100% free. Now it works with all types of photos including AI generated art and photography. The best part is that you can upscale multiple photos at once. So this app is called Upscale. It is spelled Upscayl. You can get started by heading over to upscale.org and download it to your desktop. It is compatible with Windows, Macs, and Linux operating systems. I highly recommend donating to support these developers because this is an amazing tool. There's absolutely no credit card information needed, no emails, no logins. You're good to go as long as you press download. So I'm going to click on Windows because that's what I have. And as you can see, it's starting to download right there. Once it finished downloading, you're going to typically find it in your downloads folder. In my case, it is right here, and then you can press on install. It's just going to run through the regular installation and all that. I already have this installed, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. As you can see, the dashboard is pretty easy to use. You have your upscale here, and then you have your settings. There is a batch upscale function, as I previously mentioned, meaning you can upscale more than one photo at a time. That is amazing, especially if you're doing like coloring books. This is a good way to do it in batches rather than doing one at a time. Saves you overall a lot of time and effort there. And then you can select your images there, and then you have your type of upscale. This is the AI part. So essentially they have different models that they already included, including one called digital art. So if that's something that you want to check out, you can. I find that the general photo works really well, and there's an option in the settings as well for you to upload your own type of model. So that's really cool that you're able to do that. In the settings, you also have an availability to read the wiki and find out more information there, but you can also change the theme. I find this really unique in that they thought about this. It's already free and it doesn't look like it's crappy, right? They're able to make it fun, and you can choose different colors and different variations there, and I think that's really good and really cool. So finally, down here you have your options of how you want to save the images, so PNG, JPEG, and web. So then you have all of that there, and then experimental, all of these can be changed. I'm trying to see if I can find the easier one so you can see there. And then here you have again your 2, 3, or 4x, 4 times the sizes, and then all of this down here is just like the logs, the things that are running in the background as they are working. So that's essentially how it all works. Like all the coding is there. So back to upscale, all you need to do is click on select image, and then just select the folder that you have. So in this case, I'm just gonna select one of the photos here. I know I can't see it, or you can't really see my images, but I got this one from the Bing image generation tool. That is the free one. The size is 1024 by 1024. Once I select all of that, all I have to do is press upscale. Now I can also choose where I want to save it. So it just depends. Sometimes you want to save in different folder. Sometimes you want to overwrite it. So that's totally up to you. That's a personal preference. We're going to go ahead and press on upscale, and you can see hold on. Depending on the size of the image, it does take some time, but as you can see, it's upscaling from 1024 to 4096, which is pretty big. I think that's highly impressive. You don't need Photoshop. I know that Photoshop, you kind of have to pay for it if you're not a student. There's other free alternative out there as well, like on websites, and even one that we previously looked at. I think this one overall, if your computer is compatible, I highly recommend it. So something I do want to note here is that this program might not be compatible with all computers, and I found this out because I do try to use it at work. The one at work is an Intel, the one at home is not, which is kind of strange that I kind of had to look up and be like, why isn't it working, right? Why isn't the image working? And you can easily find out when you're going through all of this. The image just doesn't turn, like there is no loading button. Once it's done, it's gonna be like the other program. You're gonna get this little sliding tool that shows you how it has been improved, and you can pretty much see like most of the blemishes are gone, and it just improved the image as well. So if you do like textures, I know you can always add it back, but the fact that this is now 4000 by 4,000. That is really good. I can use this for different things. I can use it to post on my website. Once you're ready to do it in batches, you just make sure to turn on the feature, select a folder right there, and then choose your selected folder. So I call mine in batches, so it'll be easier. And then just press select folder there, and then you just do it as normal. So then you hit upscale, and then it'll just run it for you. So the output should be the same. I'm going to show you my output once it's running. All right, so we have the new folder. It's called batch 1 upscaled, and these are going to be much bigger photos. So as I hover over it, you're going to start seeing that it's way bigger than it was originally. 4096, 4096, and this is really good. So if you were to select this, you'll see that the quality is much bigger, much better, much more clear. So if I were to use it as a wallpaper, that's perfect. This is some good uses if you want to kind of upscale so you can draw fine details, painting as well. This is also a great tool for that. This is an example of a vector that I did on Bing. It's a good way to just easily stretch it out so you can do it in Illustrator, so you can like print it. It is really easy to do this in batches. For this particular batch, it wasn't really that big, so it only took a couple minutes. But I did find that if you are upscaling it to 6,000 by 16,000, it is going to run into some issues. Let me see if I can show you that. Alright, so I did this folder first. Most of these images are now around like 4,000 by 4,000, I believe, but this first one right here should be my 16 by 16. Yeah, so it is actually possible. The file size is also really big as well, 192 megabytes. Double clicking on that and you'll see that they did some major upscaling there, and they did warn you that this might not be the perfect dimensions to upscale to, because it's too big, right? So there's a happy medium between, okay, it works, I got it for my needs. Maybe you're just trying to increase the resolution from 75 or 72 dpi to something like 300 resolution, so you can start working on some digital downloads as well. So this is just something I wanted to note there. All in all, I find this tool super simple and easy to use. It's really good for those of you who are looking to upscale again, and I would highly recommend donating to support the people who have developed this tool. It also works in many numerous ways, and just let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching.